Hello and welcome back to Victor Writes, Victor Reads. Today, you've been hanging in with me. We have hit chapter 9 out of 10 for The Needle of Hemlock Hollow, the final unraveling. And so let's just jump right into it and see where we're heading with Mara as she loses her grip on reality. Hold
Hi
on,
guys.
there's a spirit in my house too. All right.
Bye.
Mara
Hi
couldn't
guys.
remember
Bye.
how long it had been since she'd spoken to anyone. Days? Weeks? The timeline of her life blurred, fading like the edge of a dream she was still trapped in. Her phone sat on the kitchen table, its screen dark and untouched. Messages had long stopped coming in. At some point, people had given up on her. She didn't blame them. She'd stopped answering, stopped trying to explain herself. What would be the point? No one could understand what was happening. No one else had felt the needle, had lived with its constant pricking under their skin, its whispers that never ceased. The outside world no longer existed to Mara. Her apartment had become a cocoon, the walls closing in, wrapping her in the only reality she could comprehend. She spent hours staring at her reflection, searching for the needle beneath her skin, pressing down until her flesh bruised, waiting for it to pierce through. It didn't matter that her hands were covered in tiny scars from where she had tried to dig it out. The needle was in her, deeper than she could reach, part of her now. The whispers had become louder, more insistent. They told her things she didn't want to hear, but couldn't ignore. It's over, Mara. You know it's over. There's no one left to trust, no one left to betray you. She wanted to scream at them, but there was no point. The needle didn't give her permission to invade her, didn't need her permission to invade her thoughts. It was simply there, lodged in her mind as deeply as it was in her body. The needle had whispered its purpose to her. She understood now, in the way one understands a truth that's been lurking in the background all along, waiting for the right moment to surface. The needle didn't need to be passed on. Not anymore, because Mara was the end of the line. She'd tried to leave, to rid herself of it, but the needle wouldn't allow that. It was always one step ahead, finding its way back into her life no matter how hard she tried to escape. And now she knew why. The curse had fulfilled its purpose. It had hollowed her out, stripped her of everything, her relationships, her sanity, her sense of self. She was nothing more than an empty vessel for it now. There was no need to pass it on. There was no one left to curse. You're the end, Mara, the whispers said, their tone final and cold. You've given everything. All right, folks, that's the end of chapter 9. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow for the next one, but if you can't wait, head on over to medium.com. Check out at Victor Yocco and see what else I've written. You'll see that chapter 10 has been posted there, and you'll see a whole bunch of other things that are not related to suspense or horror that I've written about. Please subscribe to this channel. Please leave a comment. Let me know how you're enjoying the series because I'm strongly considering writing a whole bunch of more what I would call suspense and thriller, which is what I'm reading to you here. So please let me know what you think of that in the comments and have a wonderful rest of the day. Goodbye.